Hi. Can I ask you a quick question?
Depends on what it is.
Oh, I'm from South Korea.
Mm-hmm.
And have you heard about the island called Dokdo in Korean history or in Japanese
No.
history? Okay.
No.
So let me explain real quick. Island, I'm trying to tell you, the Dokdo is located between Korea and the Japanese of marine territory. But it's a little closer to Korean territory. According to numerous historical Korean maps and documents, including the Chronicles of the Three Kingdoms, published in 1145, record Dokdo as Korean territory since ancient times. In early 1900, Japan has colonized Korea for about 35 years, and then they're exclaiming that Korea has been occupied the Dokdo illegally.
Mm-hmm.
But Japan now is trying to take our sovereignty,
Okay.
saying that it's their own. But behind that, the Japan, to be honest, it's hard to explain. Well, I've never explained this in English, so and it's hard. But I'm just trying to let people know seriousness of this matter.
What can I do as an American?
I just want you to know. I know I'm the only just one single person who trying to spread this matter.
Oh, you just want to spread awareness?
Yeah, of course. And there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about and spread all over the world about how brutal Japan. All I want to tell you is that like Japan has actually no right to tell that the Dokdo is their territory, their sovereignty. It's just that they like try to acting like a baby, like it's mine, just give it back.
Right, exactly.
You know, being pretending to be a victim after the World War II was over. They both were the victim and also the one who violated. I don't know who.
Right, I know what you're saying. The victim.
제가 여기서 세계 2차 대전에 대한 언급을 한 이유는 광복 이후 일본에게서 우리 대한민국은 우리나라 한반도 영토를 회복하게 되었습니다. 하지만 유일하게 독도만이 일본이 승복하고 돌려주지 않은 유일한 우리의 영토입니다. Have you guys heard about the island called Dokdo and located between like Japan and the South Korea?
What again?
It's called Dokdo, which is located between the Korea and Japan coastal territory.
No, we haven't heard of it.
Okay, so let me explain a little quick. So the island been known for a very long time in Korea and Japan. You know, old ancient history books documents says that Korean was the first one to step in that island in 512. So even like long before than 1,000 years. In early 1900, Japan government insists that Korea has been occupying the island without permission illegally. Japan has colonized Korea for about 35 years, and then like after World War II was over, Japan pretended to be like a victim of it. Well, they were actually the perpetrator, not a victim. Have you heard about the island called Dokdo, eastern coast of Korea?
No.
It's located between the Korea and Japan, a little closer to Korea. Early 1900, Japan has exclaimed that Dokdo it's under Japanese sovereignty. But to be honest, the geography section of the Annals of King Sejong's reign, the island of Usan, which is Dokdo, is located in the sea due east of the Uljin County, the address of the Dokdo. This island is not far from each other, so it's clear to see that it's a Korean territory.
Pretty cool.
And after the World War II was over, Japan pretended to be like a victim. Well, actually, they were actually like a perpetrator.
Dokdo, a peaceful island of Korea in the East Sea. In 1904, driven by imperialist ambitions, Japan waged war against Russia. The following year, Japan illegally incorporated Dokdo as an outpost, calling it a terra nullius, or no man's land. But was Dokdo really a no man's land as claimed by Japan? Including the Chronicles of the Three Kingdoms, published in 1145, record Dokdo as Korean territory since ancient times. Most significantly, the geography section of the Annals of King Sejong's reign, published in 1454, precisely pinpoints the location of Dokdo. Imperial Decree No. 41, promulgated by Emperor Gojong in 1900, once again reaffirmed Korea's sovereignty over Dokdo. Numerous Japanese documents clearly show that Dokdo is not a part of Japanese territory. At the end of the 17th century, the Japanese government admitted in an official document that Dokdo was not a part of Japanese territory. Dokdo was the first to fall prey to Japan's usurpation of Korea. In 1945, World War II came to an end. The defeated Japan was expelled from all territories it had taken by violence and greed, in accordance with the post-war arrangements made at Cairo and Potsdam. Dokdo was at last returned to the people of Korea. The Supreme Commander for the Allied Powers Instruction Note 677, issued in 1946, unequivocally declares Dokdo to be placed under Korea's administrative jurisdiction. Dokdo is the very symbol of the restoration of Korea's sovereignty. No nation in the world other than Japan questions Dokdo as being Korean territory. Dokdo will forever remain a peaceful island of Korea in the East Sea.